Your $27 offer is not the reason you are not signing more high-ticket clients. What I'm going to share with you in this episode today may make you think that I'm telling you to stop sending a $27 offer, but I am really not. The client I'm walking you through today has a $27 offer sitting at the front of her sales funnel. And 2 weeks after she switched the funnel on, 12 women had signed up to her $10,000 mastermind. She was on holiday at this time with her family. So she was not at all posting social media content or selling this offer anywhere else. She actually had to turn off the funnel because she could not take any more clients because she knew she was going to have to onboard all of those clients. What a good problem to have. Hi, my name is Gwen. I'm a back-end sales strategist. I help women who have built a 6 or 7 figure business, but are still the sales system where every single sales relies on them, evolve into a business that sells without them. I have worked with over 1,200 women online, and today I am doing something I do not normally do here, actually. I'm opening one of my clients' funnel and taking you through the whole thing piece by piece, because you have a $27 offer too, and it is not making you $10,000 sales, right? So by the end of this episode, you are going to know exactly what the difference is between your funnel and Mary's funnel that we're going to break down. And I promise you that it is not more emails in your email sequence or complicated funnel tech. Okay, so stay with me. A few days ago, one of my friends who is a business owner, she sent me a message about her funnel, obviously. And she was telling me that deep inside, she believes that funnels are how you sell cheap stuff. And if you want to make high ticket sales, you have to send people to your DMs or to a sales call. And that's why for her, she uses her funnel just to have people coming into her low ticket offer. There's not really a funnel behind this. And then to send them into her DMs because she closes people into the DMs. And the truth is that nobody sat down with you and taught you that and said, this is what happens. When you do a funnel, it is to sell low ticket offer. And I can probably guarantee that if you are listening to that, that's also what you believe in some ways. You believe that low ticket sells with funnels. High ticket sells with contact, with relationship, with DMs, with sales calls. Every funnel you have ever built sold you a low ticket offer. And probably at a point, your brain filled it away with this belief of a funnel is for low ticket offers. And when I say it like this, you're probably thinking, no, of course, like I could sell a high ticket offer with my funnel, of course. And I like that. Okay, I like that. And so let's look at that. And if you're thinking like, no, I'm still reluctant, I'm not quite sure, let's actually go through this funnel today so you can see how to do it and how it is actually possible. Okay. So the first thing that I want you to do is to go and look at your last 10 signature offer clients. And it might take you a few minutes just thinking of like, who are the 10 last people who signed up to my signature offer or my high ticket offer? And I can already tell you what you are going to find. You spoke to all those 10 people yourself. You had a DM conversation with them, or you had a call, or that was during a launch week, and you personally closed every single one of those sales. So you may say, yeah, I believe now that you say it, that it's possible to do high ticket because you are talking about clients who had those results, but it didn't happen to me yet. And if you do believe it, okay, why is your business then not reflecting this? Why are your high ticket sales coming from DMs, sales, and live launches and not from backend sales and from you selling with a funnel? And here's where it gets very interesting because your funnel and Mary's funnel, my client, have exactly the same 3 pieces. You have an entry offer, you have an email sequence, and you have an offer at the end. That is it. Okay. Hers is not bigger than yours and it is not more automated than yours. What is different is the details in each of those 3 components. And there are actually 3 things that make this funnel work. Okay. Outside of the 3 components. Where it ends. Okay. So we're going to talk about where the funnel ends and how that changed the funnel converting into a high ticket offer. Who walks in the funnel? And what it does, the funnel, that you normally do in a DM or in a sales call or in a live launch. So number one element that we have to pay attention to is where the funnel ends, okay? This is the problem and almost the main decision that people are really missing. Because when you sit down to work on your funnel or on turning one of your past live launches into evergreen, you start at the front. Okay. You think about the freebie, the lead magnet, or the $27 offer or the $11 offer, however we want to price that. You think about this first and you're like, okay, I've done this masterclass, I can do it again. So you build forwards from there and you see where you end up. You end up to this offer or this offer. But with Mary's funnel, she did the opposite. Okay. Because what we do when we do a funnel very well and we want to do evergreen, we start at the end. Okay. So we start with the $10,000 mastermind and we build backwards. So the $27 offer in her funnel is doing a completely different job from the $27 offer in yours. Already we can see a difference. Hers is made to find the woman, because she works with women, to find a woman who is ready for a $10,000 offer. Yours is made to have a $27 buyer. So yes, the price is the same. You both have a $27 offer, but it's a totally different machine at the end. You are not selling the same thing, actually. And I want to say something about her mastermind specifically, because this is that part that I feel like really surprises people, is that it was brand new. She had never run this mastermind before. She actually did not have a mastermind before at all. She never sold it before. She had no previous cohort, so she has no testimonial from a previous cohort or from this offer. And it failed while she was on holiday for 2 weeks. Can you imagine that? Having 12 people signing up to your mastermind in 2 weeks while you're on holidays? 12 people at a 10,000 mastermind, which brings up the obvious question here. And it is the one that you're probably thinking about, is who on earth is going to buy a $10,000 mastermind without proof of this mastermind working for so many people and not being live at all? And that's a good question. And that brings me to point number 2, which is who is going to walk through the door? The answer to this question depends entirely on who you let in. So let's talk about your audience for a second. If you look at everybody following you right now, like most of them, they are not ready to buy your signature offer. That's normal. It's normal that when we look at your entire audience, you will always have 90% of people who are not interested today in your offer. And then you have 10% of people who are interested in your offer. And on those 10%, you have 7% who are not ready to buy today. But you do have 3% who are ready to buy today. And what most entry offer do is attract everybody because they think they need volume. If I cast like a large net, I'm going to have all of the things and so many more people. So they fill their funnel with people who are 2 years away from signing up to their signature offer. And then they look at the upgrade rate and wonder what is wrong with their messaging. Nothing is wrong with your messaging. Okay. You just invited the wrong people to the party. Mary's $27 offer was engineered to attract the 3%. So the woman who is ready to sign up today and does not need another step before she goes into a $10,000 mastermind, she's the person who she attracted with her $27 offer. So now she has the right woman inside. But something, okay, that's our point number 3, something still has to happen between signing up for a $27 offer and to a $10,000 offer. And this is what you normally do in your DMs or in the live launch or in your sales call. And this is the part people find hardest to believe because they think nobody spends $10,000 from an email sequence. My people need to talk to me before they invest. People buy because I'm live. They want to talk to me personally. And you are half right, okay? Well, you are probably 100% right, actually. People love to buy from you when you talk to them because that's what you do. You talk to them and they buy. There is not another way that is as good or even better as you talking to them and faster. And this is why they're not buying another way. One of my friends, she actually just told me that she wanted to join this offer online. And the only way to join this offer, like on the sales page, you had to book a call. She's like, I don't want to book a call. I just want to pay for the offer. And if they had a button for me to pay, I would just pay for it. Why are we making more steps? Why are we making more steps? Okay. So something absolutely has to happen before a woman spends $10,000 with you. Just does not have to be speaking to this person. So think about what you are actually doing in the DM. okay, on a sales call. You are answering her questions, you're making sure she's a good fit, you make her feel seen and understood, you tell her how you are going to help her solve this problem. And so that's 4 things, okay? And every one of those 4 jobs that you're doing can be engineered into your funnel. And more specifically, it can be engineered in your email sequence. This is not 8 automated emails saying, here's my offer, here's the link, buy from me, okay? What we built for Mary was an experience that does what she does when she's at her absolute best, when she will be on the sales calls or when she will be in the DMs, not at 2 a.m. on Tuesday while she's asleep. While her funnel, her email sequence can do that on Tuesday at 2 a.m. So when those 12 women signed up over 2 weeks, okay, over 2 weeks, not one of them felt like Mary was a stranger on the internet and they were just gambling 10,000. They felt solid in their decision because of how the email sequence was done. And then she had to turn it off because she could not take on more clients. Again, what an amazing problem to have. So you came into this episode today, listening to this until now, thinking that the problem was your $27 offer and people only buying cheap stuff. And now you can see that it's not this. Pricing your offer at $27 is fine. It is just that the entire funnel is not designed to sign a $10,000 client. And now you can see clearly. Mary's funnel is not bigger than yours. It's not more complex. Okay, it has the exact same 3 pieces that you have. They are just done very differently. And if you recognize yourself in this, if you went and looked at your last 10 signature offer clients and you knew before I finished this episode that you had spoken to every single one of them individually, there are 2 ways to evolve this funnel that you have or this $27 offer into an actual evergreen experience and turn your entire business around so you can make sales in your sleep and make high ticket sales. If you are ready now, Funnel Queen 5 Weeks Mastermind is actually opening in the back end, in the behind the scene for enrollment. The official opening is going to be on August 17th. And this is the exact 5-week Funnel Queen Mastermind that Mary did to have this funnel and to have this result. This is starting September 14th for Funnel Queen Mastermind. If you want all of the details, exclusive pricing happening behind the scene right now, before the doors open officially August 17th, by the way, send me a DM, FQM on Instagram. I will put my Instagram link in the description and we can have a chat and I can send you all of the details. If you want to see how to turn one of your live launches into a funnel, I'm running a masterclass also on Tuesday, August 11th, called the Infinite Launch, where I'm going to show you how to take a live launch you already run and turn it into the funnel that fills your signature offer. It's only $11 and the link is also in the description. Mary turned her funnel off because it worked too well. That is the problem I want you to have. There is no point waiting to have the perfect offer, the perfect audience. If you want a business that can sell without you, now is the time to start building it. DM me FQM on Instagram and I will send you all of the details about Funnel Queen Mastermind starting September 14th.